Hello. Oh, I'm just loving the sunshine, the beautiful autumn sunshine at the moment. So I just really feel it's necessary for us to record as much as we can while the weather's so beautiful. So another little yin practice today. I'm really in the kind of space right now where my body is craving yin more than anything. So just a 20-minute little practice. Have a yoga block, your cup of coffee, and maybe a scarf to just kind of rest underneath your head when you need it. And we'll come into the very first shape, which is on the back. I'm just going to use my little scarf here as my little support and come and lay down on the back. And just take a couple of moments to arrive. Oh gosh, it's so nice. Just to arrive into the body and to arrive into your breath. Feel your sacrum heavy to the mat, to the earth. And feel your heart just kind of be really beautifully supported by the ribs. Your lungs breathing. Feel the belly expand and soften as you take this next breath in. And feeling the softening on the breath out. And then keeping the soles of your feet just flat to your mat, reach your arms out long. Start to take some little rolling bridges. So just warming up through the back body, the back line. So breath in as sacrum curls, tailbone lifts, spine peels up. And then exhale again as you lower down. Let's feel that beautiful opening up through the front of the hips here. Oh, and if you are doing this in the sunshine as well, wear black like me, or a dark color, so you really get to soak those rays in. Another one just like that as you breathe in, lift up. And then exhale breath as you soften and breathe out. Just draw those knees in towards the chest and just take some little circles of the knees. You're not actually circling your knees, you're circling your thigh bones and your hip sockets. And then reverse those little circles the other way. And then drawing your knees, hamstrings are tight, draw your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little rock and roll. And then come straight on up into caterpillar. So a little bit of a yangy rock and roll. So hands behind the legs as you roll on up. Scooch the bottom back, and you're welcome to pad up and lift up the sit bones if your hamstrings are really tight. And we're just going to slowly start to make our way forward into a passive little forward fold. Into caterpillar. Now you can choose to do this just as I am. So no support underneath the body, or you could put a bolster underneath the knees or on top of the legs. I'm actually going to use that block. Oh, actually my head won't even, oh yes it is. Yeah it is, there we go. It's going to drop on down towards that block. And I'm feeling a fairly intense pull in the backs of my legs here, and you kind of want to feel that in yin. And maybe some sighing exhale breaths as you land into this first shape. Breathing in deeply again, softening and leaning into the stretch. Ooh. And if you are practicing in this inside, I want you to imagine that sunshine is just warming your body from the outside in. It's almost acting like a little yinny cloak. Imagine that cool breeze just every now and again as it's required, just taking the edge off the heat. And then we just soften and lean in a little more. Be here for about 4 more breaths together. And just noticing of what's changing in the body as you breathe in. And you soften out. Just taking that last full breath in. Sighing on the breath out. And then slow motion, start to make your way on out. Goodness. Take the hands back behind you. Give your legs a little wiggle and a shake. So nice. And then turn to the long edge. I think my feet need to get a bit of sunshine too, so I'm just going to take my socks off now too. And then just come into the side, sideways on your mat, and we'll take a little half dragonfly and a little butterfly. Oh, so good. I'm going to roll my little scarf up and pop it underneath my right hip and my right thigh just for a bit of support. And then the block's there if you want it. You're going to slide your left arm down, and I'm already getting a stretch into the side seams. We've just done the back line of the body. Now we're going to open up into the sides. So sweep this top arm up, 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 open up through the chest here, and then really side bend over as far as you can, and then just let that top arm drop. And again, you might want to sigh on the way out. Big breaths in to side body, easeful breaths out. We won't be here for too long. But really focus on breathing into that right side lung. You're welcome to move and floss a little here if being still is uncomfortable. Let's take a few more breaths here. Imagine your body is like a block of butter that's just come out of the fridge. And then you're just slowly starting to melt and yield on into the shape. And just move a little here, roll forward, up and around, ease out that neck. And then just take a little counter twist and look to your right. So your left hand just comes onto the outside of your right knee and you're just looking over and out. I made this kind of pact to myself when I was on retreat recently in Byron with my yoga studio, Humankind. And we spent quite a lot of time in nature. And I made this vow to myself that I would spend more time outside at my property. And you know what? I'm looking right now down the barrel of the trees, and I can see it's not just a little bird, it's actually looks to me like an eagle. It's the size of an eagle. Yeah, bloody hell, it is too. sitting in one of our gum trees just down near our ruin. It's not a small bird. It's definitely the size of an eagle. How cool is that? And the eagles are often seen flying above us here in Cherryville. And they're apparently a sign of good luck. It's not a crow, it's bigger than a crow. And so to my eyes, about 300 meters away, and in my eyes it's this big, so that's not a crow. How lucky. And you're here with me seeing that. And take a little come back out of that shape, and then we'll just take that little side half butterfly, half dragonfly stretch on the second side. Can't believe it. All right, so take that block, place the forearm there, and then sweep your left arm up, 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 and then over. Stretch into the back of your triceps, into the side of your neck, your side ribs. Giving that gallbladder a really good little tug and squeeze there. What a difference this side is for me. And again, we're just breathing in deeply, honoring the sweetness of the yin. A little bit of movement is welcome. Last few breaths here. Full breath in. Easeful breath out. And slow motion, up you come. You can roll forward. Sometimes those side seams honestly feel like they're rubber bands and could snap. And then take that little twist, that gentle little look over. A gentle little look over your left shoulder. No eagles this side. Take one more full breath here. Stay for a sweet breath out. And then come back to facing the top of your mat. I'm going to place that single block. It's going to come in between your shoulder blades, so bottom ribs. It's on the flat part, the bony part of your mid to upper back. And I'm going to lay down. Now, if you are really tight in your upper back and dropping your head too far back feels uncomfortable for you, by all means, use a pillow to support your head. Now the block is just sitting at the top of my shoulder blades, and then arms open wide. Now, of course, if you don't have a yoga block, you could use a very thick book, or you could use a rolled up towel. I might need to just move that down just a little. Oh, that's better. Maybe a bit more. is trigger pointing my shoulder blades. Yeah, so you just move that block to a space that feels comfortable for your body, and just let your eyes softly close on down. And there's something about it, and if you're practicing at home with your own home practice, I really invite you to always add in a gentle heart opener in any practice that you do. We spend so much of a daily life, as we know, with our spines curved forward. So this is a really beautiful way to open up through the chest, to get that full breath in and out through the body. And to kind of, in your own sweet, gentle way, reversing that 21st century posture. Your body just drape over the prop. Breathing, softening, nurturing, letting go. Just a few more sweet, nourishing breaths here. And then when you're ready to come into your final rest, a pentacle, just use a little bit of energy to bring yourself up. Remove that block, pop it to the side and lay back down. Oh my goodness, that is just sweet medicine. Sweet, sweet medicine. Bloody hell, that's good. And then we just rest. And then over the next few breaths, just starting to bring yourself back to your physical body and back to your breath again. Back to the surroundings in which you found yourself practicing today. Picture yourself outside like me and start to feel that cool breeze just gently, ever so gently, starting to awaken you. Hear the birds, the sounds of a daily life, people moving about their day. And then slow motion, draw your knees in towards your chest. yourself another little hug and squeeze, and a hug and squeeze of gratitude for making the time today for this practice. Take your hands behind your legs. Oh, and then slowly make your way on up. Oh. Close this practice together. Bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. And give thanks to this body for all that it does. Give thanks for this mind for choosing this practice today. And give thanks to your heart for loving yourself. Namaste.